black people and others in America, and that's what we're going to see. But he's going to play the race card, or it's going to be played for him, as you quite rightly quote Emmanuel there, where anyone who is against him is somehow racist. I mean, you get this when you challenge Zionism. You're a racist. No, I'm not. I'm against slaughtering innocent people. But we're going to see all of this, and this is why those that are standing up against this, and those that are becoming aware of it, we need to get the backbones, stiffened up, and we need to do what we know to be right, and not be intimidated by all this stuff that's coming along and will come along to try to intimidate people into silence, including, as you're well aware, mate, talk show hosts, where he's even talking about having to have every side of every story covered, and you can't have an opinion, basically.
Well, it's amazing. It's that comfort zone you talk about. We have to get outside the comfort zones. Those are really little prisons used to control us. And if we don't stop caring what people think about us, it's over.
Yes, it is. And what we've got to do is let go of fear. And what we've got to do is become conscious. You know, I might be getting into some deep levels here, but, you know, there are many, many different levels to this, Alex, and one of them is, very clearly to me after many, many years of this, is that we live in a virtual reality universe, and that this virtual reality universe, this matrix, is actually founded on a four-letter word, what we call mind. What we call mind is actually not consciousness. It is like a computer program. Like they're building now biological computers that don't just have the ability to react to input and do what they're dictated to do by programmers. They have the ability, these computers, to assess information and actually make decisions based on that information. And if you go down that road and you increase that by 1 billion times in terms of its sophistication and understanding, which is what we're dealing with in terms of this matrix, you're looking at a physical body which ticks every box of a computer. Now the idea is that we are kept in mind, and people talk about my mind or your mind. I don't see it like that anymore. I see the mind, and the mind is the matrix. And if you are coming from a position of mind, in other words, you're identifying yourself with the body, the reflection in the mirror in the morning, that's me, then you are operating on the level of mind. And we talk about mind manipulation and mind control. It's exactly what we're talking about. They manipulate us by keeping us in this programmed sense of awareness called mind and stopping us becoming truly conscious. Because when you become conscious, you can see through the mind game and what's going on. But when you're in mind, you're in the game and of the game, and therefore you can't see it.
It's like flipping a switch. Stay there, David. We got a break. We'll come back, continue with what you're breaking down, unlocking the mind to the larger universe, and then we'll take phone calls. Stay with us.
Silver is mankind's oldest natural antibiotic. This very special mineral has been used for centuries by most cultures throughout the world. Utopia, Texas is home to a small but mighty supplement company called Utopia Silver, who offers colloidal products produced in distilled water without use of animal protein, nitrates, or saline solutions. Because our colloidal silver is made up of nano-sized particles, it can be better utilized at the cellular level, and germs can't mutate to be resistant like they can to modern-day antibiotics. Utopia Silver has a broad range of health supplements, including colloidal silver, gold, and copper, with a money-back guarantee on the colloidal products we produce. For 4 years, Utopia Silver has been fighting in the Texas courts against agencies that would steal our God-given rights of healthcare and freedom of speech. Visit us today at utopiasilver.com. That's UTOPIA silver.com, or call 888-213-4338, 888-213-4338, and help us win this battle.
A day unlike any other in the long course of American history, a terrorist act of war against this country.
The enemy struck America on September 11th. But who is the enemy?
Bin Laden. This is his MO.
We have to look to the Middle East. We have to look to Osama bin Laden.
Fabled Enemies is the first 9/11 film to take a close look at the terrorist ties to intelligence networks inside the United States.
Some U.S. investigators believe that there are Israelis again very much engaged in spying in and on the U.S.
I'm aware that some Israeli citizens have been detained.
Bin Laden's connections to the CIA, the hijacker's ties to the FBI, the Saudi Arabian connection, the Israeli intelligence network, warnings and war games, the shadow government, and much, much more. Fabled enemies. Get the DVD at Infowars.com or see it in super high quality, along with hundreds of other titles at PrisonPlanet.tv.
Either you are with us or you are with the terrorists.
People around the world are testifying that their cataracts are quickly disappearing like magic thanks to Can-C. The original Can-C eye drop used in clinical trials maintains that only the original unadulterated formula is effective in reducing, reversing, and slowing the occurrence of senile cataract. Can-C can also assist in lowering the intraocular pressure associated with glaucoma. Can-C is beneficial for contact lens disorders, to treat corneal disorders, combat eye strain, can ease computer vision syndrome, and more. People enjoying the benefits while using Can-C report no side effects, and the drops are gentle and don't cause eye burning. With regular use, people using Can-C drops report a difference in their vision in as little as 30 days, and some have their cataracts completely disappear within months. Can-C, that's can-C, is available now by calling 888-212-8871. That's 888-212-8871. Or order online at NutriMedical.com. That's NutriMedical.com. Your source for the most powerful nutraceuticals and wellness protocols from a doctor you can trust.
Big Brother, mainstream media, government cover-ups. You want answers? Well, so does he. He's Alex Jones on the GCN Radio Network. And now, live from Austin, Texas, Alex Jones.
Welcome back. We are live. Got about 52 minutes left in this live broadcast. Going to your phone calls in about 8-9 minutes. Anna, David, John, Mark, and many others that are patiently holding. Before we go back to David Icke, the sponsor of the day making this transmission possible is survivalistseeds.com. It's all about getting back to the land. These are heirloom seeds, ladies and gentlemen, heirloom seeds. No GMO. They're not even hybrid. These are some of these 200, 300-year-old seed varieties. Some of these came over on the Mayflower. Check out the website, survivalistseeds.com. Grow your own healthy food for just 4 pennies a day and break free of the New World Order. 15,000 heirloom seeds will provide you and your family 7 years of healthy food. Stop buying and eating the New World Order GMO food. Start growing real healthy food in your backyard. 15,000 heirloom seeds, a real food insurance policy for difficult times. Heirloom seeds are the original varieties, non-GMO, non-hybrid. The seeds date back over a century. The Mayflower bean came over on the Mayflower. Survivalistseeds.com wants you to become one of their heirloom seed farmers and sell them back your safe seeds year after year because demand is skyrocketing for the rare heirloom seeds. The globalists are buying up a lot of the companies, the majority of them, and not allowing the public to buy them anymore. So it's harder and harder to get them, and they're building all these emergency seed bunkers. I want to ask separately, David, about the whole biological takeover, why the globalists are just feverishly cross-species, spider goats, cloned milk in stores, to the point they're having to label it now cloned or not cloned. I showed that on TV yesterday. In fact, go grab that out of the refrigerator for me, please. I want to show that again. People won't believe it. Survivalistseeds.com, folks. Be sure and check them out today. And please, again, visit Infowars.com and PrisonPlanet.com and check out the films like Endgame, Terror Storm, Truth Rising, Fabled Enemies. Not only does it support us, but it also gets the word out, and people are really ready to hear the truth now. David, I want to continue with the awakening, but I did want to ask you, are you not pleased? I mean, I'm seeing in the hundreds of interviews I do every month or so in my own show and people on the street that the majority of callers to shows, are not even my own, it can even be a hostile radio show, the callers call in agreeing with me, and the people now are really ready to hear the truth, and I see a paradigm shift, and I think that's why the globalists are crashing things, so that they can be the only savior and feed the people and clothe the people, bringing us into this collectivist model. I mean, is not this whole New World Order takeover a response to their attempt to fully dominate us before we break free of their conditioning?
Absolutely. I mean, I've been writing for years that there was a change coming, a change coming that was going to wake up vast numbers of people, like a spiritual alarm clock, if you like, waking people up. And waking people up is absolutely the phrase. It's breaking the amnesic state that people live in. And you know, going back to what I was talking about before the break, you know, this is a big focus, the focus of my work at this time, and I've accumulating now enormous amounts of information about the fact that this is a virtual reality universe, and the what we call mind is a construct of this virtual reality, this matrix. And if you are stuck in mind, then you are a program, basically, of the matrix, of the virtual reality game, and it runs your perception. What is happening in this awakening is a consciousness is starting to break through what I call real consciousness, not mind, which is a very, very low level of awareness and perception. It's what we call intellect. It's stupid compared with consciousness. Consciousness is starting to break through and connect into more and more